Welcome to a very special episode of Teal Talk, the official Jacksonville Jaguars podcast here in the UK and Ireland. I'm Jay Lawrence, no relation. Key's not here because I'm on Radio Row at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. So many people, the NFL great, the NFL good around here, and that includes somebody who deserves a big congratulations, Tony Boselli, for getting a brand new job with the Jags, the Executive Vice President of Football Operations. So, I sat down with him, wished him congratulations, and spoke about the new head coach Liam Coen, the GM search, and so much more. All right, we're here on Radio Row for the Super Bowl here in New Orleans. I'm joined by Tony Boselli. Welcome to Teal Talk, back on the Jags podcast.
Yeah, here we go.
In the UK. And the first thing I've got to say is, congratulations.
Thank you very much. And it's great. It's a huge honor. I mean, I love the organization, and I've had a bunch of different roles in it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just excited about Liam Coen, and we're going to get it kicking off the GM search here. And the fact that Shad trusted me and gave me this opportunity, I just can't thank him enough. And I'm excited. We've already got to work, and I'm ready to go prove to him that he made the right choice.
Well, tell us a little bit about your role and what you're going to be overseeing within the organization.
Yeah, so the way we're going to set up the organization is head coach, we got Liam. He's going to report to Shad. I'll report to Shad, and our GM will report to Shad. Our GM will be overall the draft, all player procurement, and so draft, free agency, and then trades, and then in player disposal, how we trade a player, or if we have to cut a player. Liam, I think that's pretty easy. He's the head coach. He's the ball coach, and then all the operations, the supporting departments that are supporting the head coach, so equipment, medical, video, all the analytics, all that is going to report up to me. But really, our job is to support the head coach and the GM to make sure that they can do their jobs, because what's most important is what happens on the field.
Well, look, I want to get into the GM search. I want to get into, obviously, Liam Coen being the new head coach of the Jags. But, very quickly, I want to know how, you feel. Because within the Jags organization, within, your career with the Jaguars, it's fair to say you've done quite a lot. This is a new role for you. Have you been itching to get there?
I don't know if I've been itching to get to this role specifically. I've been itching to be as involved as I can. I love the play. So, I've been a player, and I've done stuff on the business side with Mark Lamping, our president. Him and his team have been awesome. They're awesome to work with. It's probably the best in the NFL, if you look at it. I've done the radio, done stuff with you guys, and all of it's been great. Yeah. And but I wanted to always try to do more, and really, my heart is to do whatever I can to help this organization have success. And so when Shad gave me this opportunity, I was like, yes, I want to do it. And so I'm super excited. And it's been great. It's only been, this is first week that officially, we worked ever since we've hired Liam, and the press conference, been working with him and his team as we try to help him build the staff. And I think when we announce the staff, I think people are going to be really, really excited. I mean, it's A+ staff that Liam's done, which is hard to do because sometimes you can't get everyone you want because of contracts and everything else. And I've been super impressed with Liam and his dedication, his work ethic, and what he's just hit the ground running. Did not, there was no celebration, let's go celebrate, getting the big contract and getting the head job. I mean, the moment he got hired, he went to work, and we've been working together, and so it's going to be great.
We'll talk about Liam Coen, then obviously the new head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. What do you think is the most exciting thing about our new head coach for Jags fans?
Well, I think you're gonna love his offense. I mean, you're gonna love his offense.
Of course, with the Bucs, one of the most exciting in the league last year.
You're gonna love his offense. And, I mean, they were top 5 in both run and pass, and he did that with his two best receivers, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, being out for a better part of the year. I mean, he's impressive, and he knows how to coach. He can coach ball, and I think what you're going to be even more excited about once you get to know him and you see him operate, he's a leader. And so, yeah, he's a great ball coach, but he's going to lead that staff. He's going to lead our building. He's going to set the culture. He has a very clear and concise vision for what he wants it to look like. And he's been around great organizations, great head coaches, so he's been influenced by all of them. and he's going to bring all that to Jacksonville. I think, listen, ultimately, what I want to make sure happens is that we're excited this time next year, because we got to win ball games. We need to win our division. We need to get in the playoffs. We need to go win playoff games, and ultimately what we need to do is bring a Lombardi trophy back to Jacksonville. And I think, and that's a process. And it's step by step, and you got to get the process right. You got to focus on the process and not so much the outcome right away. But that's what that's what our fans want. That's what we'll be judged by and evaluated by from Shad and our fans and everybody else. And so it's exciting right now. It's going to be a great offseason. Our fans are going to love it. We got to go through free agency and get that right. We got to get the draft right. We got to get OTAs and all those steps right, so that when we kick it off in September this year, we go win a bunch of ball games. And in December of 25, we're fighting to win the division and for playoff position and seeding. And we go get in the playoffs and we make some noise there. And so that's what I want to do, is sit here next year, we're all looking at each other, it's like, wow, look at the turnaround. Look at that group. Look what Liam and his team did. Look at that GM and the draft and the free agency that they had. I mean, all those things. That's what, and my role is just to support and and help them do that, and make sure we're communicating and we're aligned and working with Shad. Shad will be involved, as in all big decisions. He always is. He'll be, and hopefully he's even going to be in the building even more if his schedule allows it. He's a pretty busy guy. So I'm looking forward to working together as a team. We're going to be one team, and we're going to get this thing going.
A lot of people will know Liam Coen's offense from last year, but relatively speaking, he hasn't been in the league for a long time.
Sure.
What do you think that people should know about him as a man, as a leader, as somebody that's coming in the organization that's going to be in the locker room and, might want to, or might need to get his presence known?
Get ready to work. Get ready to go. Guys, all gas. Like, here we go. We're going to work. And he believes, and he was raised, his dad was a coach, and his dad influenced, and I got to meet his dad. What a great guy he is. And he believes in the fundamentals. Football is won on the line of scrimmage. And so we got to get the offense and defensive lines right. We got to control the line of scrimmage. We have to be the most physical team. We got to be the toughest team. And so you're going to see a guy that, offensive, big mind, mastermind, whatever you want, guru, whatever you want. He that's proven. We know he can do that. But I think what people get to know about him is this guy is a high energy. Let's go. Let's work. And he believes in toughness and physical and win the line of scrimmage, and that's why we're going to have success. You got to win the line of scrimmage to win in the NFL. Look at the two teams in the Super Bowl. Philadelphia Eagles have great offense and defensive lines. They're physical. They're tough. You look at, everyone talks about Patrick Mahomes, and yes, he's the best quarterback, and Andy Reid is the best coach. There's no doubt about it. Just look at their resumes. But the Chiefs win the line of scrimmage. You look at Chris Jones and that defensive line. You look at the interior of that Chiefs offensive line. They know that you got to win there before you can do anything else.
Obviously, results on the field matter. That's the most important thing. That's why you're in this position now. With results comes Trevor Lawrence, and I'm assuming that Liam Coen coming in, job number one is to get the most out of the franchise quarterback.
It's all of our listen. We've invested a lot in Trevor Lawrence, and the reason we invested in him is because we believe in him, and we still believe in him. Look, last year was tough, injuries, the production, but from the whole offense, that's just not on Trevor Lawrence, and that's unfair to put it on him. Liam believes Trevor Lawrence is the guy. Franchise quarterback. He's an elitist. I have strong convictions. I've said it on every show we've ever had. And Trevor believes that. And so we now need to help Trevor continue to improve and become who we all know he is and who he believes he is. But then we got to surround him.
It's not just about him.
It's not just about him. It's amazing how much better you are as a quarterback when you can run the ball. When you have a run game, everything else opens up. It's amazing how much of a better quarterback you can be when your defense is getting the opposing offense off the field, giving you more opportunities. Those are things we didn't do. And so everyone, and that's the nature of the position. Everyone gives the quarterback all the credit, and he doesn't deserve all the credit, and they give him all the blame when he doesn't deserve all the blame. So, yes, it's is a league where the quarterback has to operate at a high level.
Yeah.
But however, you got to surround him. You got to go back to the line of scrimmage. You got to run the ball. That makes everyone's job on offense a lot easier.
I suppose it's a bit like, Saquon Barkley, obviously, an amazing season for Saquon Barkley. It's everything that surrounds him as well that has made him so good. So it's. I
mean, go turn on the tape and watch Saquon Barkley. He's an amazing back, amazing back. But did he all of a sudden become a 2,000-yard rusher like because he changed jerseys? Come on, no. Go look at that offensive line. Go look at their production. Look at the guys they've invested to and developed and how they coach it up. That helps Saquon. That helps Jalen. Mm-hmm. I mean, it helps everybody. And so sometimes we forget the foundation of the game of football at its core.
Team game.
Is a team game, but it starts with those big guys being physical and tough and taking care of their business, and everything else will fall into place.
Well, let's go into the GM search now. Where are we at? What can we expect, and what are you looking for, and what's Shad Khan looking for in a GM?
I think we're looking for, number one, we want to understand the individual, the person, high character, high integrity, good communicator. Who is he as an individual at its core? And then we want to understand what's the vision, what's the philosophy for building a team, and then the next step is, okay, how do you see where we are right now, and what would your plan be? And so we want to gather all this information. You want to get a good person, you want a good talent evaluator, and then you want to understand kind of how they see it. And we want to make sure it's aligned with how Shad sees it first and foremost, how Liam sees it. I'll be a part of the process, listening and giving input. And then we'll all come together and we'll make the right decision for who the GM is. Shad will make the final decision with input from everybody involved, and I believe we'll get it right. I think we'll get it right just like we got the Liam Coen hire right.
And I'd be remiss of me not mentioning, of course, Jags back in London, of course, as always, at Wembley Stadium. It's a part of the calendar now. Something I imagine that you're looking forward to because you look forward to it every single year.
Yeah, I love coming to London and looking forward to hopefully coming like I do every summer, coming out this summer and doing our tour and seeing our fans and talking to them. And then I'll be out there this year in a little bit different role.
Yeah, different.
I won't be on the radio, but I'll be looking just like I was on the radio, different perspective, different vantage point, but looking for a win.
Yeah, just a different people you'll be giving your perspective.
Different, but we're excited. It's good. It's good right now, and that it should be, and everyone should be excited. But now we have work to do. Yeah. It's about the process. It's about getting to work. We have some big moments coming up with free agency. A lot of work to do there. Our interim GM, Ethan Waugh, is doing a heck of a job. I mean, leading that building, he's doing. I can't say enough about Ethan and his leadership, and his integrity, and how he's going through the process. He'll be one of the finalists for the GM. I mean, we're going to give him a real shot at this because what I know this working there. I always saw from afar, so you don't really know. But being in the building the last, 7 to 10 days and working with Ethan, he's first class, and he's doing a great job. So. It's business as usual right now. I don't want our fans or anyone to think like we're behind or, we're missing out on anything. We're preparing for free agency. We're preparing for the draft. You got to do more than one thing at a time, and that's what we're doing right now. And we're going to get it done. We're going to get it right. But these are big moments coming up for our franchise and for our fans.
Yeah, well, just lastly then, Tony, do you have a message for the fans in the UK, the fans in Ireland right now, specifically why they should be excited this off-season going into the next season for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Well,
and not just because you're involved.
Yeah, I'm most excited because of who we hired as head coach and what he's able to put on the field and what we're going to look like as an offense. Now, it's going to take time. It's a lot of work to do, and so I like that. Campanelli, our defensive coordinator, wait till you see this guy and get a load of him. Wow. I mean,
what impresses you the most about him?
Woo! He's tough.
Yeah.
And he plays tough football, and he coaches, and a lot of juice with Camp. And I'm excited for him to get our defense and the staff he's putting together. That'll be announced here soon. Really good coaches. So it's not just Liam, it's Campanelli. We're keeping Heath Farwell, one of the best special teams units in the NFL this year. So I'm excited about the staff, and I'm excited about our core players and the guys we have at key positions. So now we got to fill out the rest, and I think all our fans in the UK will be really excited coming up. What's up, Sap?
Tony, thank you so much for joining Teal Talk. As always, congratulations again.
Thanks, I appreciate it.